All right, in today's workout, we'll begin with a warm-up, followed by a core block, and then our circuit, and then some stretching. Today's outfit is figure skating themed. Maybe that's more ballerina, but there's nothing figure skating related in this workout. I don't figure skate. I played hockey when I was little. So for our warm-up, we will begin with 8. Open the gates on each leg. Again, I'll give you an example, but I'm not going to do the whole thing with you. And then we'll close the gate. And then close the gate on the other side. And then we will do 8 forward arm circles, starting little and getting bigger. And then 8 backwards arm circles. And this time a little different than usual. We're again going to start little. And then get bigger. And then we're going to do 4 inchworms. So we'll start maybe at the back of your mat if you're using a mat, or just pick a starting point. You're going to walk forward into a high plank position. And then walk back up. And you're going to do that 4 times. You'll feel a nice calf stretch, especially as you do this. Okay, so our core block is going to be a little bit different than usual. There's 5 exercises, and you're going to do each one for 30 seconds. And you're going to do 3 rounds, but I want you to try to not take a rest in between each exercise and just take a rest after you've completed the 5 exercises. So it'll be 2.5 minutes on, and then rest, 2.5 minutes on, rest, 2.5 minutes on, and then we'll move on to the next section of the workout. So we'll begin with dead bug. And then we'll do forearm plank, either from your toes or your knees. Next, we'll do bird dog. So beginning on all 4s, then opposite arm and leg extend, and then come back in, and then come in, and so do 15 seconds each way, like each set of limbs. And then we're going to do the plank up down. So start straight arm plank and then down to your forearms, like so, and then halfway you'll alternate. So you'll start, if you started putting your left arm down first, then your right, and then you'll go right arm down, left arm down, like so. And again, knees are a great option as well. And then the 5th exercise will be kayakers. And then after 30 seconds of that, take a nice rest, and then repeat this circuit 2 more times. Our circuit is 8 exercises, and we'll go through it 3 times. There's a few new exercises, so make sure to watch them closely. First one is new, elevated glute bridge, which you can do either with single leg or both legs. So you're going to need a sturdy bench or chair or some sort that's a little bit below knee height. Mine's a little bit too tall. So you're going to lay down on the ground, back on the ground, heels on your bench, and then you're going to raise your glutes up, and then either you can decide to come back down and go up and do this for 40 seconds, or you can stay in this position, and then you can alternate lifting up one leg and then the other. This one will be, I think, a little bit more challenging. Totally up to you. You could also try one the first circuit and then another one the next time through your next round. Then we're going to do Y raises. So in a quarter squat position, so just about like this. Arms gonna make a Y shape. Come up, down, up, down. And then we're going to do a reverse lunge to knee raise. So, we'll start with our left leg. Gonna come back into a lunge and then bring the knee up. Then we'll go right leg, knee up. And you'll alternate for those. Next will be eye raises. So again, quarter squat. This time arms are gonna be in an eye position. So like, oh dear, I'll have to squat lower. You don't need to squat this low, but so I can fit in the screen. Like so. Okay, so our next exercise, which is another new one, is Frogger. So you're gonna be in your high plank position and then walk your left leg forward, right leg forward, and then you're gonna come into a low squat, like so. And then if coming into that squat position doesn't work for you, instead you can do mountain climbers. So left leg forward, come back, right leg forward, come back. And then if you really want to make it more challenging, you can hop forward into the Frogger position. So several variations for that exercise. And then we're going to do one with a terrible name called a skull crusher. So you need your water bottles, which I forgot to warn you about beforehand. Lay on your back. Then hands are going to start upwards and then come back. And the water bottles are just going to tap the ground behind your head. So it's a tricep exercise. And the upper part of your arms is going to stay pointing towards the ceiling. And it's just going to be your forearms and your hands that are moving. Then we're going to do another tricep exercise for our next exercise. You're going to have just one water bottle, both hands behind head like this, and then come straight up. So very similar to the skull crusher that we just did. Our final exercise of the circuit is going to be the 3-point toe touch. Again, let me adjust this. We'll start forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. And do 20 seconds on each side. And if you want to make it harder, you can go ahead and shut your eyes. You can't see them, my eyes are shut, but they are. You probably can see me now, stumbling around a bit. And then you'll repeat the circuit for 2 more rounds before you move on to your stretching. All right, our stretching routine, we could call it, to go along with the figure skating routine, stretching routine, also has a few new exercises. The first is the quadruped thoracic rotation, where you will begin on hands and knees, and then put your left hand behind the back of your head, and then slowly look up towards the sky. Come back in. Slowly look up towards the sky. You'll notice I can't do much looking. That's okay. And then do 30 seconds approximately with the left and then right. So right arm behind the head. Slowly look up to the sky. Back to the starting point. Slowly look up to the sky. Back to the starting point. All right, our next exercise is another new one. It's called the lying pec stretch. So you're going to start laying on the ground, and then you're going to move your left knee up, and then push your left hand towards the ground, and then you'll feel a stretch in your right pec. So make sure your right arm is really stretched out straight, not kind of hitting a wall like mine is. And then hold that for about 30 seconds. And then we'll do it the other side. So right, you can't see much here. Right knee and leg out. Right hand drives into the ground. And then roll a bit towards the left and hold again. And then we will do the behind the head elbow stretch. So you can do this one sitting or standing. Grab behind like so. And then switch arms. This is a good tricep stretch, which we just used a lot for our skull crushers and overhead tricep extension. Our next exercise will be the figure 4 stretch. Good glute stretch. So start with your feet flat on the ground. Right heel crosses over left quad. Grab really gently behind the left quad. This is the one you really can feel yourself breathe or relax when you breathe into it. So take a few good deep breaths. And then feet back on the floor. Left leg over the right quad. Grab behind. And a few good deep breaths here. Then we will conclude our stretching with child's pose. Either hands either forward or back. Up to you. Either one. Have your forehead resting nicely on the ground. And that's it.